Alright, how's it going, everyone? I don't know if you've heard what's going on with GameStop, but they're getting pretty desperate, bro. They're getting pretty desperate. But if you don't know, on December 6th, GameStop is doing a trade-in for basically anything and everything, with a few exceptions to that rule. But basically, they're wanting to get people in the door. But yeah, I got the tweet from Dexterra right here, and it reads, GameStop has announced a Trade Anything Day, where you can trade in almost anything for store credit. There's a list of exceptions, but taxidermy animals is allowed. Alright, bro, that last part is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. So there's a long ass list of things you cannot bring in for store credit, but you can bring in your taxidermied animals, bro. Dude, I feel like that's kind of a scam, though, not gonna lie, bro. Like, imagine trading in your taxidermied deer, taxidermied, I don't know, fox, or some shit, I don't know, I don't hunt, but imagine trading that in for GameStop credit of all things, dude. You'd be better off just selling it and making actual money. Also, GameStop is notorious for just being stingy as fuck with their trade-in policies, dude. Like, I swear to God, they are stingy, bro. You can walk in there with a PS5 and like 10 games and then offer you a handshake and a stale bag of chips. Maybe like half a Gatorade too if you're lucky. But this is low-key got me kind of curious though. Like, this is low-key got me kind of curious. Like, what exactly are people gonna bring in to trade for store credit? Like, can you trade in your car? Like, I know it's a shitbox Honda Civic, but like, dude, trust me, bro. I know my worth, bro. I know my value, bro. I want $10,000 store credit immediately. And with the financial troubles that Funko Pop is going through right now, they're really trying to get people in, bro. They're trying to get some sales, but like, I don't think this is the way to go about it, bro. Like, there is multiple things that you could do. I mean, obviously, I don't have an answer. I don't run a business, let alone a GameStop. But I feel like there's multiple things you can do. They gotta do some remodeling to the stores, man. They got to do some serious remodeling because I haven't been to a GameStop in like 5 years, bro. Almost 6 years. But like, the last time I went into one, it was just depressing, bro. Like, I remember being a little kid, right? Like, being just a little ass kid. I used to be so excited to go to GameStop, bro. And anytime my mom would take me, dude, I was just hyped. But like, especially with getting games digitally now, most people either use Steam, or for the console players, they get their games digitally for the most part. On top of that, like, online shopping's a thing, so people can just, you know, get their games and shit from Amazon if you do discs or collect physical copies. But yeah, it's just sad to see GameStop going out like this, man. I remember, like, even with like midnight releases, bro, you'd be lined up at GameStop for a midnight release. And by the way, I've never been to one, unfortunately. Never been to a midnight release. Kind of sad, man. I mean, I know that's kind of like dying out, but like, I'm pretty sure most people can relate to this. But like, as I said earlier, dude, GameStop used to be so like just cool to go to. I used to be so excited, bro. Like, I'd get my like 1 or 2 games, and then you'd look around, see what other games they got. It wouldn't even be for the console I have, bro. I'd just be looking at the games, bro. They'd have little test demos in the front that you could play on. It'd be like whatever latest console it was. It's just sad to see GameStop go out like this, man. It's been on a really steady decline for the past like decade or so. And you know, since Call of Duty Black Ops 7 just came out, I feel like this little story here is fitting. But like, I got duped into buying Infinite Warfare. I remember it was my 13th birthday. I went over to GameStop to get some games, and one of the games I ended up getting, or you know, pre-ordering, my bad. I ended up pre-ordering Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because if you pre-ordered it, they would throw in Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And dude, first of all, Infinite Warfare was kind of ass. Second of all, whenever I would go to download COD 4 Remastered, it would get halfway done and then just stop installing, bro, every time. I don't know if it was a problem with my console or if it was a problem with the game disc itself, but like I could never play it. Which, you know, kind of pissed me off, bro. I love COD 4. Possibly one of my favorite Call of Duty games. And if you haven't played it, you need to play it, man. The campaign is literal peak. But yeah, that's the story on how I got duped into buying Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I mean, I got a couple of cool posters from it too, one of them being from Doom 2016. It was a double-sided poster too, that was kind of sick, bro, I ain't gonna lie. But I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, leave your thoughts on the whole GameStop trade-in situation. I really wouldn't call it a situation, but like, the point still stands. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Laters.